Hello, and thank you for joining this recording where we're going to be talking about one of the master's courses in our Department of Mechanical Engineering. The course is Advanced Engineering Design, MSc. My name is Tina from the marketing team at Brunel, and I'm joined by the course director of that course, who is Professor Atanas Ivanov. Welcome, Atanas. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Would you like to kick off by giving us a brief summary of your academic background?
Yeah, I did my degree back in Bulgaria with mechanical manufacturing engineering, and I have been working with companies all over the world. To show off, I designed and manufactured the sampler for NASA for Mars and Jupiter, Herschel and Planck satellites, control of the plates, of the mirrors, and many other things like that.
Wow.
Yes.
Fantastic. So this course, Advanced Engineering Design, how long has it been running and what's the main aim of the course?
Yes. It is very interesting because you have two types of MSCs. One which are actually classics, which mean they stay for a very long time on the market, and something which is fashionable, which stays for a few years. Advanced engineering design is classic. It's more than 30 years on the market and recruits always very well. At some point, actually, it was quoted as the best employment master course at the university.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And so it's been going a long time, but how do you make sure that it's always kept up to date and relevant in terms of the job market and the technology?
Well, every year we have industrial liaison meeting. We're inviting number of companies, and 80% of the dissertations are given by companies to the students. So in this point, we are very relevant because people from companies are telling us what needs next to be done.
Right.
Yes.
So it's closely aligned with employment outcomes, yes. Now, there is some flexibility in the modes of study. Can you run through the differences for the students between the September start and the January start?
September start and January start, they are exactly the same, but there is a difference between full-time and part-time students. Part-time students are usually students who actually have a job and they would like to increase their potential to go further in their career. So that's the main difference. We're trying, not always very successful, to have all the teaching for part-time students just for one day of the week. Mm-hmm. So this is the main difference. And part-time students, they finish within 1 year, and part-time students finish for 2 years, and full-time students finish for 1 year of the MSc.
I see. And so the ones who are doing it part-time, for example, what kind of backgrounds are they from?
This is very, very difficult because I do not mind, and I always used to have students from pure science, let's say physicists, chemists, and whatever, who would like then to put application to their knowledge. And from physicist, I can make a very good engineer, but from engineer, not always can make a very good physicist.
No, I'm sure. And so what kind of jobs do they have?
All kind of jobs. Generally 80% of students from mechanical engineering find their jobs in manufacturing. It is exactly the same with AD students. Even some years ago, actually, I had to run to find a special piece of software which they learned, and I nearly lost the course because all of them got jobs in the middle of the course.
Right. So it's worth saying at this point that very often we have scholarships for students on this course. So if you're thinking of making an application, please have a look at the scholarships page on our website. We can't in this session give you details of them because they've not yet been announced for the coming year. But if you're thinking of making an application, check the website because there may well be some that you are eligible to apply for help with your fees. So moving on now then, let's talk more about the content of the course. Now it seems to me to have an unusual number of optional and more choice than the most.
Yes, correct.
Would you like to start off by running through the compulsory, the core modules?
Well, actually, it was about 6-7 years ago when I suggested that it's not possible advanced engineering design to be only with fixed modules, because at the end students may have interest if they have electronic background to go and design electronics. If they have background in product design, they can go and design something else. So that's why we have to give elective modules to the students in order to be able to pick their own area of interest and continue working this way. So the compulsory modules are usually things which have to be clarified in a way to cover the, let's say, 70% of the requirements of the learning outcomes they have to achieve. And this is computer-aided engineering 1, computer-aided engineering 2. I gave the name, the title of these modules so generic because the things are developing and we would like actually to have the flexibility to change the content of the module. So computer engineering 1 usually is related to CAD/CAM systems. Computer engineering 2 is related to finite element analysis and another analytical engineering tools, software tools. Design experience. Design experience is something related to the fact that majority of the bachelor students have not been taught machine elements and haven't been taught synthesis of machines and mechanisms, and we have to bring them in order to the level in order they can start designing things on advanced level. Manufacturing system design economic. This is a module which runs across 3 MSc courses, which are Advanced Engineering Design, Advanced Manufacturing System, and Engineering Management. So the idea is that all three courses, they give the logic. We design, we manufacture, we manage. They have to work at the same way as they work in a company. Sustainable design and manufacture, this is actually the course for advanced engineering design and dissertation project. Optional are human factors in design. If somebody wants to go actually and design different type of product for everyday life. Design of mechatronic system, very popular module, which is actually mixture between mechanical and electronics in a way. Robotics, manufacturing, automation is mostly for people who would like to continue in designing equipment and jigs and fixtures for manufacturing companies. Advanced measurement systems and data analysis is again a module for people who would like to be involved in metrology and quality assurance. And project management, of course, if people would like to continue with managerial part of the thing.
Excellent. Can you give some examples of any interesting dissertation topics that have been submitted recently?
Well, yes. last year, a guy designed a pram for very ill children.
Wow.
So the idea of all this is inside the environment to be like in a clean room. So mother would like to take the child in the park, but at the present condition they cannot do this, and they can actually only if the environment inside is clean, with enough oxygen, with purified air and everything. So this is a project, and it is a company design project.
How wonderful.
Another thing is I bought one scrapped smart car and asked students to convert it to electric car. So by this conversion, they learned quite a lot. And now the guy who was in charge of all this is one of the managers of Nissan at the moment.
Brilliant. Thank you. And can you just run through what the accreditations are and what the benefits they confer to students?
Yes. Accreditation. The three courses I mentioned before, engineering management, advanced manufacturing systems, and advanced engineering design, are accredited by two accrediting bodies, IET and IMEC. The idea of this accreditation is that if you had before that a bachelor degree which has been accredited by one of these two organizations, you are eligible to apply immediately to become a chartered engineer. All right, this is the benefit, because if you apply for a job, you have a benefit of this, that you are already halfway through your chartered engineering. You become a member of IMEC, you become fellow of IMEC and OIT. This is the benefit for the students.
And finally, can you give some examples of your top students and some great jobs that they've gone into?
So students, if they have European origin, they stay around and they create a framework which actually gives jobs to the next generation of students, because they know what they've been taught and they know how it works.
So what sort of companies do they go and work for?
I have 10 students in Ford, I have a few students in Nissan working in there, and very different type of jobs, mostly in this related to design and manufacturing. I have students from India working either in family companies or working in steel development, Tata, and all the rest. I have students from Japan working for top Japanese companies. Yeah.
Thank you. So I think we've covered all the questions that prospective students normally ask us. But if you're thinking of making an application and there's something we haven't covered, please write us an email, and the address is enquiries@brunel.ac.uk. And if you write Advanced Engineering Design in your email, your query will be forwarded straight away to Atanas, who will reply to you. Okay, but in the meantime, thanks very much for watching, and thank you to Atanas for all the information.
Thank you.